Good morning, all of you. Today we will discuss on the topic thermodynamics. Thermodynamics is a branch of physics that deals with heat, work, and temperature and their relations to energy, radiation, and physical properties of matter. The behavior of these quantities is governed by the four laws of thermodynamics. And these laws are: first, the zeroth law of thermodynamics, which states that if two systems are each in thermal equilibrium with a third, they are also in thermal equilibrium with each other. Similarly, the first law of thermodynamics, which states that in a process without transfer of matter, the change in internal energy, that means delta U, of a thermodynamical system is equal to the energy gained as heat, that means Q, less the thermodynamic work, that means W, done by the system on its surrounding. That means this one, delta U is equals to Q minus W. Okay, now next is second law of thermodynamics, which states that heat cannot spontaneously flow from a colder location to a hotter location. These are the basics of the thermodynamics. Means we states these three laws, and next thermodynamic law is third law of thermodynamics, and is also known as Nernst heat law. Okay, Nernst heat law or third law of thermodynamics, and this law is our today discussion topic. Okay, now we know about third law of thermodynamics. Before knowing about Nernst heat law, we have to knowledge about three things. That means first is entropy, second is absolute zero temperature, and third is perfect crystal. Okay, Nernst heat law is also known as third law of thermodynamics. So now we see about entropy, absolute zero temperature, and perfect crystal. First of all, we see about entropy. Entropy measure the randomness or disorderness possessed by the system. For example, uh, we take a container in which water is placed, and we heat this container. When we heat this container, the vapor arises and they move anywhere, means out of container. So these vapors have more space as compared to water molecules. So these vapors have more disorderness as compared to water molecules, because water molecules have limited area, and water molecules only move in a container, that means limited space, but vapors move anywhere and have more space. So vapors have more disorderness and randomness. So the energy of so the entropy of vapor will be more as compared to entropy of water molecules. Okay, Now absolute zero temperature. uh, Zero temperature. 1 Kelvin will be equals to 273 degrees Celsius plus plus Celsius. Okay, but here we take absolute zero temperature, means 0 Kelvin temperature. So now we take replace K by 0. That means 0 is equals to 273 degrees Celsius plus Celsius, and Celsius will be equals to minus 273 degree Celsius. This star here represents degree, degree, degree. Okay. Now C will be equals to minus 273 degree Celsius, or it is also known as 0 Kelvin. That means at 0 Kelvin C will be equals to minus 273 degree Celsius. This will be known as absolute zero temperature. Okay. As in case of entropy, we will discuss vapor have more disorderness than water molecules, as vapor can move anywhere but water molecules move only inside the container. So the entropy of vapor will be more than the entropy of water molecules. Okay. Now absolute temperature. Definition of definition of absolute temperature: that temperature at which movement of molecules stop. That temperature at which movement of molecules stop, or any type of kinetic energy of molecules becomes zero and molecular motion ceased. That means at this temperature movement of molecules stop, or any type of kinematical energy of molecules becomes zero and molecular motion ceased. That means there will be no molecular motion at this temperature. That means absolute temperature. Now we see about perfect crystal, that is last. Now perfect crystal is that crystal which have molecules, ions or atoms in a regular periodic arrangement. Means the ions or molecules or atoms of this crystal will be in a regular periodic arrangement. That, for example, NaCl crystal, that means sodium chloride crystal, like that. Cesium chloride or NaCl. Both are the examples of perfect crystal. Like this. Cesium ions have their similarly chlorine ion have their place in a periodic arrangement. Now third law of thermodynamics. According to this law, the entropy of a perfectly crystalline substance is zero. According to this law, the entropy of a perfectly crystalline substance is zero at absolute zero temperature. That means 0 Kelvin. S will be equals to 0 at 0 Kelvin for a perfect crystal according to this law. If for a substance S is not equal to 0, then substance will not be perfectly crystalline. Okay, this law states that if for a substance S is not equal to 0, then substance will not be perfectly crystalline. Okay, now the applications of third law of thermodynamics. But before starting applications, we have to know this also, means according to Boltzmann relation or relation between entropy and thermodynamical probability, that means S, between S and W, we have S is equals to K log W. This law is known as Boltzmann law, where K is Boltzmann constant. According to this law, the relation between entropy and thermodynamic probability will be S is equals to K log W, where K is Boltzmann constant. When heat is taken away from the system, when heat is taken away from the system, entropy S of a system decreases. When heat is taken away from the system, entropy of system decreases. So at absolute zero temperature, all the molecules possesses same energy state. That means minimum energy state. That means at temperature T is equals to 0 Kelvin, W will be equals to 1. So S will be equals to, according to Boltzmann law, S is equals to K log 1, and this will be, that means S is equals to 0. This is the Boltzmann relation or Boltzmann law. Before this third law of thermodynamics, we have to knowledge about this is must. And now next is applications of third law of thermodynamics. Let the temperature of a system is increased from 0 Kelvin to T Kelvin, then increase in entropy of system is given by delta S is equals to S at temperature T Kelvin minus S means entropy at 0 Kelvin. Now we take example of this. This is our first system and this is second system. The first system is at 0 Kelvin and entropy has S. Okay, and second system have entropy S at temperature T Kelvin. Now according to third law of thermodynamics, or how can we find change in entropy? So delta S is equals to S at temperature T Kelvin, that means entropy at T Kelvin minus एंट्रोपी एट 0 केल्विन, यानी कि फाइनल जो स्टेट है आपकी, या फाइनल एंट्रोपी माइनस इनिशियल एंट्रोपी, this will be the change of entropy. And this third law of thermodynamics we give to find the entropy of a system, या change of entropy of a system, या increase in entropy of the system. So delta S will be equals to S यानी कि entropy at temperature T Kelvin, because at 0 Kelvin entropy will be 0, therefore delta S will be equals to entropy S at temperature T Kelvin, and this will be equals to integration at temperature 0 Kelvin to temperature T Kelvin dq by T. Q is the heat given to the system and T is the temperature. This equation is the mathematical form of third law of thermodynamics, or it is also known as Nernst heat law. Okay, thank you for watching this video.